Welcome to Rubbed in Sauce. Today we've got another great and creative review for you, all right? So if you like low and slow barbecue, but you occasionally find yourself strolling through a drive-thru 11 o'clock at night, then you may have enjoyed this massive fast food restaurant's barbecue sauce, all right? Today we're gonna take that cup of barbecue sauce that you might get at that drive-thru and we're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna find out, does it belong in the trash can? Does it belong in your backyard barbecue rotation? Or is it even a competitive barbecue sauce that we mysteriously didn't know about? All right, let's go ahead and meet today's contender.
Get it rubbed! Hey! Get it sauce! Yeah, we're bringing the heat! Time to find out what it costs!
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the history of this Tangy barbecue sauce. So it actually predates kinda the Chicken McNugget. A lot of people consider Chicken McNuggets when they think of this sauce, all right? Back in the late 70s though, McDonald's had this chopped beefsteak and onion sandwich and it had kind of this steak sauce. So this Tangy barbecue sauce kind of originated from that recipe, all right? And then in about 1982, 83, they introduced that Chicken McNugget and this was really born, all right? They've also used it from time to time on barbecue flavored burgers, like barbecue quarter pounders at one time back in the late 90s. So that's a little bit of history of the sauce. Another thing, when you look at the sauce and check out the ingredients in the sauce, once again, starting with high fructose corn syrup, and to be honest with you, a lot of the ingredients are extremely similar to some of those store-bought sauces you see. So the taste might not be very different, but let's go ahead and head into our very first taste test. Let me grab a spoon. First thing we need to do is we need to peel open that sauce and we can instantly start to look at the consistency. We'll go get that label completely off. Now, since it's not a bottle, we can actually move it around a little bit. So it's not extremely runny, all right? It has a little gloss to that sauce there as well, a little thicker. So we'll go ahead and grab ourselves the spoon and start to dig in for a taste test. Okay, got my spoon. Give a little smell test on this one too. I definitely get a hint of like a tomato sauce to the smell of this, and almost a vinegar smell to this as well. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get some on that spoon. Still a little thicker as I turn that spoon. It's not running off the spoon. Okay, so it's not thin, that's for sure. Guess I wanted to stick to those Chicken McNuggets. All right, moment of truth. All right, so I'm definitely getting kind of almost like a liquid smoke, small hint of that in there. Slightly sweet on that front end. A little bit of tanginess. I mean, the title of it there, the name of it, that Tangy barbecue sauce. There's a little bit of tang to it as well. Appearance-wise, it definitely has more of a darker tone to it. So more of that inexpensive barbecue sauce. Taste-wise, I'm not getting a lot of heat or pepper on the back end like you might on some of your other traditional barbecue sauces as well. But you know what? Let's see if it can handle some smoked pulled pork. Got myself a little bit of smoked pulled pork here. All right, so this pulled pork was lightly seasoned because this is pork that I made specifically for taste testing these sauces, so I didn't want the pork to overpower the sauce, and hopefully vice versa doesn't happen as well. All right, so obviously this is not a bottle, so I obviously can't just pour a little bit over the top. So I think what we may have to do is take the spoon, stick it in here, and start to maybe just kind of see if we can't pour a little bit with that spoon over top of that pulled pork. All right, we're gonna go in for the taste test, but did you guys know McDonald's sells about 700 million pounds of Chicken McNuggets a year? All right, that's about 11 billion nuggets. So if you take that and think about 4 to 5 nuggets per dipping cup, we're looking at about 2.2 to 2.5 billion cups of this Tangy barbecue sauce are going in and out of McDonald's stores throughout the year. That is a lot of volume in this Tangy barbecue sauce. All right, let's dig right on in using that sauce on that pulled pork. All right, moment of truth, my friends. All right, so to be honest, but that pulled pork, and remember, I told you guys I didn't put a lot of seasoning in that pork. I mean, I get a little bit of smoke from the pork. I get no smoke really from the sauce. I really get more of a tomatoey paste texture and taste with a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar as well, a little sweetness in there, but not really much more than that. So it's not performing real well here on the pulled pork. So let's just go right on in and talk about scoring this. Here on Rubbed in Sauce, we're going to judge every barbecue spice rub and every sauce with this scale. 1 being the lowest, that gas station grill, where I just would not buy it again. Probably weak flavor, artificial taste, poor balance, and just very forgettable. Then we'll go to 2 with that backyard barbecue. What's decent as an everyday product, casual for grilling, but nothing memorable. 3 is that tailgate approved. It is going to be a crowd pleasing sauce, just a fun taste, great flavor for parties, game days, and large gatherings. 4 is going smokehouse worthy. This is a legit barbecue quality, has a strong flavor balance, layered seasoning, as well as just a serious smoker performance. And last but not least is level 5. It is competition ready. It is an elite tier product, worthy of barbecue competitions and serious pitmasters. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a score. As you saw the categories 1 through 5, this is a sauce it's aligned for where it is, fast food. McDonald's, their Tangy barbecue sauce, all right? It's that sauce you're grabbing from the window at the drive-thru, handing it to your kids with their Happy Meal. Occasionally, maybe it's on some Tangy barbecue burger they have running as a specialty as well. It serves no purpose anywhere else, all right? Don't take it home, keep it in the fridge, thinking to use it later for a barbecue sauce. You can do better, much better, all right? So we're gonna put this one in that category 1, gas station, all right? First one we've put in that category. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It serves a purpose. They wouldn't be getting rid of that much of it a year with the volume that goes in and out of McDonald's if it didn't serve the purpose that it holds for their company. At the same time, it has no purpose at your backyard barbecue. It has no purpose at a tailgate. And it definitely has no purpose if you're trying to come use it as a competition sauce on some ribs, all right? Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. We had a little fun with a fast food dipping sauce, their barbecue sauce. We'll see you guys next time here on Rubbed in Sauce.